make it 2. What are
Okay.
2 ways that we can better spend money in our community than on the police? Your answers are going to be smart, funny, and black. So that at the end of the night, folks is going to choose which of our 3 black experts had the best response. So Nicole, you're going to go first.
Okay, well, based on the fact that most of the families in our black communities work these menial jobs, and usually don't have nobody to take care of the babies, and a lot of the grandmothers now are younger and have to work as well, I would like to put our money to programs where our babies go after they leave school, where they're not on the road, where they've got mentors, strong brothers and sisters that are going to be there for them. So they can have opportunities to learn things that they probably wouldn't get a chance to do, that the kids, the higher ups on the other side, so, different programs, games, learn to play chess, which helps you
Right.
and having somebody there, helping with homework, that sort of a thing. So when mom comes home or dad comes home and it's time to go home, all that stuff has been done and they don't fall through the cracks of our education system.
Right. All right,
So
Michelle. All right.
that's my first one. Okay. And my second one. My second one. So listen, hoes gotta live too. So yeah, I'm gonna need somebody that, we need to get our ladies of the night. I would like for them to be taken care of because they got babies, and the babies fall through the cracks. So we're gonna need for them to get some health insurance.
Okay.
Some safe spaces to work, because I don't care what anybody says. Everybody talk about them prostitutes, but they be on the street trying to buy. So I'm just gonna need my ladies to get taken care of.
Okay.
A safe place to ply their trade, if that's what they gonna do. I want them to be taken care of. If they get sick, they could go to the doctor. If something pops off and they happen to have a baby, there's some medical care for them, and they can learn something, so they can get out from under.
From under.
And they can, earn a life for themselves. Because, even hoes need love too.
Hoes need love too. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you know what, Michelle? I keep calling you Nicole because my social media manager is texting me, and her name is Nicole.
Listen,
and I keep seeing her Nicole, and I'm like, this woman's name is Michelle. Her name is Michelle.
Years ago, I got the opportunity to work with Serena Williams, and for whatever reason, I became Niecy. And no matter what I said, I was Niecy. And so, hey, I'm Niecy. I'll just go with the flow.
Not Niecy. Where?
I was Niecy girl for the whole how many weeks I worked with her. Love her to death, but if she sees me now and you say Michelle, she won't know who that is.
Right. I'm like, but Niecy. She's like, oh, Well, thank you, Michelle. You definitely kicked us off fantastically. Michelle said that the 2 ways that she would use this money, she would repurpose this money to 1, she would create programs, after-school programs and childcare for our kids, and 2, she would create programs for the women who are involved in the sex business to give them more health care and safer spaces to ply their trade, because the reality is folks be acting like that's taboo. They be acting like they're against it, but let's be real. If
they all do it, a lot of them do it.
It wouldn't exist.
They got worth too, girl.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, Michelle, for putting us on to that.
I love you.
We appreciate you, Niecy, and we appreciate you. And hold it down in Florida. Stay safe and stay black.
I appreciate you. Thanks for this space.
Thank you, girl. All right. We are going right here. It's my Funny and Black Game Time. You know what it is. It goes down every Tuesday at Smart Funny and Black's Instagram. We are doing this over here on my Instagram because it was glitching over at Smart Funny and Black. But if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. This is a fun time where we give 3 Blacks first the opportunity to win some free Smart Funny and Black apparel. Tonight, they'll be playing for the opportunity to win a Smart Funny and Black mask. I hope everybody is staying masked up because the shit is not over. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, and we need to stay safe because we still got a whole uprising that we are also still in the middle of. And y'all, we can't have a revolution with no damn army. Okay? So I need y'all to stay safe. So, next up, we got the next person on the set, next Black Spurt. Michelle started off right, y'all. She started it off right. I can't believe Serena was calling her Niecy. She started off right. So who is on the set? Who's on the set? Who's gonna join us? Who's gonna join us? Is he out there with you? Steph, is he out there with you? Oh no, he's right here.
What's
Hey!
up?
What's your name?
My name's Rick.
Hey, Rick.
What's
How you
up,
doing?
Amanda?
Where are you calling us from?
I'm loving life, despite, all that going on, but, we the people, so on top always. I'm calling from not too far from Michelle. That's crazy. I'm in Miami, so.
You in Miami? All right, we got Florida.
Miami.
We got South Florida repping heavy tonight.
South Florida in the place. We in here. Let's go.
You know what else is in here? Your teeth. Do you see this man's teeth? God damn. Rick is in here like.
Kind of look. I hope I'm not giving you like the little chiclet gums going.
No, you are getting. Look, everybody's like, God damn, Rick, you hitting us with a smile. Like you must be a toothpaste model. That nigga about toothbrushes. Yes, you do.
Love my
yes, you
sister.
do. So welcome, Rick. Now, do you know what we're playing tonight?
I absolutely do. We are defunding the police, and we're looking for ways to implement that money right back into our communities.
Smart money in. All right,
go.
that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. So we're gonna hop right into it. Rick,
let's do it.
What fam are you repping? Culture fam, woke fam, fly fam, or rebel fam?
Woke fam.
Oh, we got another woke fam. All right, we read.
We woke. Let's go.
Let's go. So, Rick, tell us, what are 2 ways you would purpose the money that we already put in the police? We would take that back from them, defund the police. What are 2 better ways you would put that money to the Black community so that we can actually, instead of protecting it with the police, protect it in better ways? Go.
Absolutely. So first, because like being in Miami across 13 districts, some may already know we have $60 million that's funded to the police, which is ridiculous. So first, I would like for us to actually take those funds and implement a resource center within our community that actually has STEM programs for a lot of our youth that they actually can learn, because a lot of them, they want to put these centers within the communities, but they don't have like a lot of the resources like STEM. A lot of the kids, they don't get a lot of the opportunity to seek that till maybe, middle school, high school. And so I think we need to implement that initially so that they have that foundation in place so they can build on that.
Right.
Secondly, I would like to see more mental health counselors and therapists within the schools. There's no need for us to have 3 school resource officers who do not have any type of behavior issues to actually de-escalate kids who have to see you in the community knocking down their neighbor's door, and they have to walk into school in the morning and be motivated to get work done after you just knock down their boy's door. You know what I mean? So if we have people like mental health counselors in place that actually can grab these kids and break down a lot of the issues that they're struggling from within, where they have a single mother at home and they just need to break down a lot of those barriers in their life, that's what we need. And I think that's going to actually help, whereas having 3 school resource officers sitting at the door trying to actually create and build on that school to prison pipeline.
Right.
That's what we don't need. So those are my 2.
Give us that smile, Rick. There you go, that smile. There you go, there you go. He said, those are my 2.
Hey. Man,
yes.
I love who you are. Thank you for all that you do for us, to lift us, to continue to push forward. You are a real one. I love you. And I'm just so thankful that we have people like you and our culture for the people. We need more of this. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Rick. And this, this doesn't matter if y'all aren't a part of it. So I just truly appreciate that y'all rock with me and that y'all continue to keep Smart Money in Black and all these other things that we're doing with it going and alive. So trust me, this is symbiosis. Symbiosis.
Always. I'm here. I'm here.
He
We
said, I'm
here.
here. I'm here.
Let's
I'm
go.
here.
Let's go.
It's time to go, Miami, South Florida. You stay safe and stay strong and stay
We
black.
will.
And we're going to get into the next last Black Spurt.
Yes.
Have a good night,
You
Rick.
too. See you. All right.
All right, y'all. We done had two great responses from our South Florida folks. Now, listen, this is really good because people are really thinking. And this is what I really want to see. I want to see us continue to converse and think about these things and then put it to practice. So we got Michelle from Coral Gardens who said she wants to put the money to daycare and to programs for women involved in sex work. Then we had Rick from Miami and he said he wants to put the money to mental health counselors in schools so we don't have to keep having these school resource officers which don't make no goddamn sense. And he said he wants to put the money to, what was the first thing Rick said he wanted to put the money to? What was the first thing that Rick said he wanted to put the money to? He said, come on, remind me, y'all. What was the first thing Rick said he wanted to put the money to? STEM. Yes. Huh? Oh, no. STEM. Yes. STEM programs. Yes, that is right. All right. So let's get into our last Black Spurt coming to the stage. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It's my 90s voice. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Yeah, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Yes! Oh my God. So first off, I just want to say I love you like you are me because you are a reflection of the love and the strength and beauty that we need in our community.
Thank you. I don't even know your name and you coming out with the compliments. Appreciate you.
Yo, this is just a manifestation of all the shit I've been working on in this global recalibration. Listening to you. So
a global recalibration. I've been calling it an consciousness. I like that too. It's a global recalibration.
Hell yeah, because niggas got to get recalibrated.
What'd
Hell
you say?
yes. I said niggas got to get recalibrated.
Yes, they do. They got to be like, let's try this.
We were slipping up. We were slipping up, and the universe was like, "Nah, let me just knock you over a little bit." So, hell yeah. Yo.
What is your name?
Yo, what's up, y'all? I am Brown Boy TK. I'm known as TK or King Turnup, as Black Lives Matter knows me as. I'm a original organizer of BLM Los Angeles here in LA. So it's a blessing.
We got a West Coaster. All right. We had two folks from South Florida, so we got a West Coaster. All right. BLM. Shout to TK. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And TK, what fan would you say you're representing?
So I am repping the cultured fly rebel fam because I go hard in these streets, but we got to be fly as fuck. But we got to know our culture and our history so that we could really keep this moving forward.
Yes. All right. So you're going to rep all the fams is basically what you're saying?
Yes. And I wanted, this is so funny. I really manifested this moment. I know that you like to do a prayer in this portion. And I wanted to ask if I could lead us in 3 collective breaths because it's super important to take care of our breath work, because at any moment in time, breathing is the one thing you can do for self-care no matter where you are.
That is correct. So let's do that. Before we get into this prayer, TK is going to lead us in some breaths.
Yeah. So this first breath is going to be for our ancestors, our transcestors, those who walk before us. Everybody inhale. Exhale. This next breath is for the fact and the beautiful aspect that we all made it here to this present moment. Like, we all fucking made it here. Everybody on this live, everybody in the world, all the Black people surviving and thriving. Like, we made it to this very moment because of the folks who walked before us. So everybody inhale that love. Exhale that light. And then the beautiful moment of this last breath collectively is our future selves. So I want everybody to take a moment to think about what is something that you want to do in the future that you can plant a seed for now to come into fruition. So my favorite thing to do, of course, is to think about like blowing bubbles with kids, because I think that's one of the most unapologetic things you can do, is to just chill and laugh and giggle. So think about that moment. What is it? What does it taste like? What does it smell like? What does it sound like? You know, you got to bring in all the five senses. Your focus becomes your reality. So really take in, okay, what do I want this to be like? Do I want to feel black joy in this moment? So inhale, exhale.
All right. I don't think we need a prayer. I feel like that was the prayer. So all of us would say amen. Amen.
Asheo.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yes.
So, TK, do you know we're playing tonight?
Hell yes. I forgot the title right now because niggas is a little in their heart, but I'm about this question because
Blackstination.
Yes, Final Blackstination. So it's so funny because this is literally my life's work. I've been a community organizer for 10 years in Los Angeles, and defunding the police is literally my life. So.
Well, then you better take this shit and run. All right?
Hell yeah.
These two folks came before you and they handle business, but you the one who knows the truth about all of this in a very, very real way. So I'm expecting you to come with that fire. So the question for those of us who are just joining, the question for the game tonight is Final Blackstination. When we're defunding the police, name 2 ways you would repurpose that money that can help our Black community in ways that currently are not prioritized, but that definitely could be useful. Now, your answers can be smart, your answers can be funny, they can be both. They just have to be Black. All right, TK, take it away.
So the first task is going to be to implement Black joy into our community, because at its very root, white supremacy seeks to destroy Black love. And so when we have Black joy, we radiate Black love. And that looks like restorative justice practices. You know, everybody wants to ask, oh, what are we going to do without the police? But what do we do if we truly live in a community that backs us up, right? I was part of restorative justice's practices where if students got into a fight on campus, instead of being sent to the dean or school police or something like that, they're individually counseled. Then the people in that community that witnessed that fight, their friends, you know, folks out in the community who saw that were able to truly come together and have a conversation with them about, hey, when you fight, it hurts us, it harms us. These are the things we don't wish for you. What are different ways we can think together to hold each other accountable and truly, you know, move forward instead of constantly using this moment of like using stars and demerits, right? I talk about one of my favorite things to think about. We all have our glows and we have our grows. There's shit that we're glowing and we're shining in, right? But then there's shit we got to work on. So you got to grow through that shit. So restorative justice practices where we really have the whole community behind our students. Oh boy was talking about the STEM program. You know what it would be like to be cheered on to go to school? Do you know what it would look like and feel like to be a child and to know you have a test today and your neighbor's like, yo, you got this. You can kill it. You can do anything. You know, for us to really create that community support so that students can go to school feeling uplifted and being like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking learn as much as I can today. I'm a love up on my friends and my family. You know, like what a different world we could wake up in is if instead, you know, we didn't hold our heads down, but we held them high, right? Like Tupac said, you got to look up, you know, like baby girl, hold your head up. And that's some real shit, y'all. Like we got to instill Black joy because at the very root, it destroys white supremacy because white supremacy seeks to destroy Black love. That also goes
that's
into
what Smart Funny and Black is all about. Smart Funny and Black is literally created for us to celebrate Blackness in the face of all this negativity. So I'm glad to hear that we're on the same page because it really takes all of us as a community implementing this in different ways and really but having the same goal of vibration on a high vibration. So that's number one. What's your second use for this money that we taking from the po-po?
And my second one is really to create a global recalibration of connection for people of color. A lot of us are hindered by transportation or things like that. But what if we had a mass transit designed by people of color so that we could all have this interconnectedness, right? When, like, do y'all know the amount of things that like Black people have invented, period? And like Black futurism is halted by white supremacy so that we can't advance because we're too busy dealing with all this other shit, right? But could you imagine a world where we didn't have to deal with all these adversities, but we could really level up on a collective manner? Like, I love, it's funny to think about. I am not the best at math and I love math, but I recognize I had a horrible history with math. Like, I went to a magnet school. I didn't even get into my second part of my math class because it overfilled before I could take it. I've been in classrooms where I sat at my teacher's desk because it was overfull. But what would it feel like to be like, damn, you know, my neighbor works here. They love me. They're rooting for me. My teacher's rooting for me. I have the supplies I need. Like, we integrate the arts into anything. One of my favorite things to do, I'm a 3D designer. I want to teach physics and ceramics and studio art because all of these things are connected, but we're taught in such compartmentalized ways. And what would it be to really connect all of these things so that we could truly advance and move forward? You know, like we gotta really take the time to harness what we want our world to look like, and ultimately hold that in our heart. So like, you know, everybody take a breath right now and think about what would it really feel like to have these things, right? And to know that these aren't, I know you're saying that this is 2 years ahead, but like we could do this shit right now, y'all. Like, it
Well,
only takes a dream.
the game
Yeah.
is based in the future. The thing is, though, you're naming two concepts, but I want you to give me two concrete ways that those concepts can exist. Like, what are two tangible ways that Black joy in the community and that a global recalibration that creates a Black transit system? Just give us two ways that those things can actually tangibly exist.
Sorry. So defunding the police, taking all that money and putting it into mental health workers. So folks who can actually help you with perhaps some of the traumas that we hold in our bodies, right? Like, our cells can carry trauma, but one of the most important things that I learned from you, Amanda Seales, is that our cells can also hold generational healing for us. So that's how I choose to revitalize Black joy, is by creating epicenters of mental health awareness so that we can heal ourselves. And then transportation wise, just creating ways in which the youth, so I in my head, that's a concrete program of creating an intersection of community where our youth help out our elders. We have so many youth that need to be taught, and we have so many elders with all this knowledge to give. And if we created a partnership program between the two, where we can utilize the ableness of our youth along with the perhaps different disabilities that our elders have, and we switch that and put them together, we can really take on this whole, you know, global effect of like baby boomers right now. Like, how many folks are graduating high school right now and don't know what they want to do, but they could learn a craft skill that is necessary and needed for the future from somebody who has that knowledge, you know?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, TK. TK came in with the breaths. TK came in with the Black Lives Matter, with the support and the movement. I appreciate you. We are supporting folks like yourself who are out there organizing and in the streets. Thank you so much for what you brought to the show today and what you are bringing to the movement. Y'all give TK a support and give her a, hold on.
Black. Yo. Black. Hell yes. Hey, before I go, if you're in Los Angeles, please say that Jackie Lacey must go, and to support the People's Budget Los Angeles, because we need all your help, and we could truly make our question from tonight a reality of our future tomorrow.
And where can they go to support the organization that you work with that is working to make Jackie Lacey get gone?
So Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, BLMLA is our handle here on Instagram. You can also reach out to me. We do have a meeting upcoming Sunday at a church in Watts this weekend. So if you want to come through, please come through and support. Online. Also, please remind your wife that it's not your job to do your fucking work, and to remind all the non-Black people's friends that it's part of their job to educate folks on Black issues, because it's not our only labor right now to feel and to love ourselves, y'all.
Now, I don't know why, but these internet, well, I do know why. The minute you start talking about BLMLA, the internet was like, oh, we don't know who she is. The internet don't work no more. But I can relate. Go to BLMLA. They have meetings every Sunday as well. And that information is online. Be a part of being the movement that changes the community into what you wanted to see. Thank you again, TK. Stay strong, stay safe, and stay black.
Smart Bunny.
Thank you. Love you. I love you
All
like
right,
you are me.
y'all. So we have 3 individuals who came on the set tonight. We got Michelle in Miami. We got Michelle in Coral Springs. We got Rick in Miami. We got TK in LA. 1, 2, 3. Which one of them do you think should win tonight's free Smart, Funny, and Black mask? Well, in the meantime, in between time, while y'all are voting, we're going to have us a little dance party. To the wall. To the space yard, to all these females, go.
Fashion.
Oh,
Boo, he's dancing. You too calm. You better get into it. She came on here trying to look real. Yeah, you trying to look too cute. You trying to look too cute. Now Megan Spice. That's a great idiot. Yeah. Hey. He's a mama. Watch it. Mom, he got it with you. How old you playing with? Mom, he got it with you. Mom, who is you playing with? We got one more. Big on the rap.
Yo, don't say about it like Mario. Makes the meal about Rosario. Sit back and be my scenario.
Who's my bad? That's my scenario.
Hey.
These motherfuckers know we carry more.
He's a little bit. Hey.
Love you.
Larry, the book you, Larry. Step up your vocab. Where y'all at? You're gonna get so mad, you just can't take it. But baby, if you get not, I get your bitch break naked.
Just break it. You gotta play like you way wet with 2 pairs of clothes on. Get the ass to the back while I'm back to the track to my land. Let me spit my pros on. Post it up in the pro zone. That's the track that we breaking these hoes on. That's the track that we close on. Cause when shit get hot, then the clock start popping like ozone. We keep hoes prop like Trigger Man. But really don't get no bigger, man. So don't triple and sip. No, the flip get blown. But the nigga, man.
Hey! Yes! Thank y'all so much for joining me and having all this energy when y'all come on, man. Yes, it is another night right here at Smart, Funny, and Black Game Time. We hope everybody enjoyed yourselves. We always have a good time. Somebody tonight is going to win a mask. Who is it going to be? So who do we think won? Let me look here. Was it 1, 2, or 3? I'm looking here in the comments, and it's looking like, ooh, we didn't get a lot of votes. I don't know if y'all was just watching me dance, but we did not get a lot of people voting for who should have won the mask tonight. It looks like we need to get a couple more votes. So y'all need to come into this. Last night I saw you standing. I started breathing. I knew right, y'all. Here's the thing. Tonight, we had 3 folks that gave great answers, and all of y'all voted for all 3 of them. For Michelle, for Rick, and for TK. But the show is called Smart, Funny, and Black. And the reality is that Michelle was the one who had the smart, she had the funny, and she had the black. But we want to thank everybody who played tonight, because I will say, some nights we don't have all 3 black sports hit it. But tonight, all 3 black sports came from the heart and the mind, and it was absolutely informative for all of us. So thank you to TK, thank you to Rick, and thank you to Michelle. But tonight, Michelle is taking the mask. Shout out to everybody for joining us. Smart, Funny, and Black Game Time goes down every Tuesday at Smart, Funny, and Black's Instagram. So make sure you follow us at Smart, Funny, and Black. Smart, Funny, and Black. And it goes down, like I said, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to go to SFP Bookstore and get you some Smart, Funny, and Black merch. We got merch that's only going to be on sale for another week. So make sure that you get in there before it is out of there. Also, the next Smart, Funny, and Black in the Crib is going down July 31st. So mark your calendars. Tickets will go on sale shortly before, and you don't want to be asked out because other people didn't get to see it and they thinking that we playing games, but we not. Until next time, everybody stay safe, stay strong, and stay black. Smart, Funny, and